Well, what's going on, Chiefs Kingdom? Well, what a game tonight. What a game and what a win. A huge win, 30-17 against the Detroit Lions. Uh, and yeah, and we just played well on both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively. So this was a statement win for us, in which a couple weeks ago we had a statement win against the Baltimore Ravens, but this one is much more of a statement win. So being one of the best teams in the league, Lions team that's been averaging 30 points a game in their past 5 games. Uh, After they lost in Week 1 to the Packers, they've pretty much have kind of dominated their opponents since then, and yeah, to hold them to under 20 points is pretty impressive. So Detroit would take a 3-0 lead on their first series. 28-yard field goal by Jake Bates, so that would make it 3-0 Detroit. Then we would respond with a touchdown. Mahomes would find Xavier Worthy from 6 yards out. However, the extra point by Harrison Butker would be no good, so his struggles on the season continue. So instead of being up by 4, it would only be up by 3, and the Lions would then go back on top 10-6. A 6-play drive would result in a 22-yard touchdown catch. Jared Goff to Jameson Williams from 22 yards out. So that would give the Lions a 10-6 lead. We would then go forward on fourth down, on 4th and 1 at the Lions 19, but Mahomes' pass intended for Worthy was incomplete. And the Lions will go for on fourth down on 4th and 2 at the Chiefs 44, and Goff's pass will be incomplete and intended for Amon-Ra St. Brown. So huge play by our defense, and we would then take a 10-6 lead as Mahomes with a 1-yard touchdown run to put us up 13-10. Before that, earlier on that series, a pass interference penalty on the Lions, which turned out to be huge. So we'd be up 13-10 heading into the locker room, and we would get the ball to start the second half. And on our first series of the second half, Mahomes would find Hollywood Brown from 9 yards out to put us up 20-10. So, that was huge. I was really hoping we could get points on the board on our first series in the second half. And we would then force the Lions to punt. And yeah, so entering the fourth quarter up by 10, but the Lions would make it a 3-point game as Goff would find tight end Sam Laporta from 4 yards out on 2nd and goal, and Laporta made an outstanding catch, kept his feet in balance, and so that would make it a 3-point game at 20-17. And then on our next series, and there was a pretty much a costly roughing the passer penalty on the Lions on the Lions stud defensive end Aiden Hutchinson. So that turned out to be huge, a 15-yard penalty. And then Mahomes would find on 3rd and goal Hollywood Brown for his second touchdown of the game to put us up 27-17 with under 10 minutes left. The Lions go 3-out on their next series. And then a 10-play drive, a field goal, 33-yard field goal to put us up 30-17. The Lions would have no timeouts left, so up by 13. It was looking pretty solid, and that was that. The Lions would of course go for on 4th down, but it'd be incomplete, so that would give us the win. So just a huge win for us, and yeah, and hopefully we can get back on track after this win, and uh, we'll have Rashee Rice returning next week from his 6-game suspension now. Be back in action next Sunday. We face the Las Vegas Raiders at Arrowhead. So the Raiders won today. They are now 2-4 on the season. They won their first game, then lost their next four, and then won today against the Tennessee Titans. So, but yeah, so it always seems to be a nail biter whenever we play the Raiders. So, but yeah, and the Chargers, they won today against the Dolphins 29-27. The Broncos won today also. So every team in the AFC West won today. So anyway, till next Sunday against Las Vegas. Mahomes 4 touchdowns overall for his second time this season. 3 passing, 1 rushing. So anyway, till next Sunday against the Raiders, count up for saying go Chiefs.